Well, it's been a week, hasn't it? We heard on Monday that Microsoft were intending to buy Bethesda for $7.5 billion in cash. And then on Tuesday, we had the pre-orders for the Xbox Series X and Series S go up, and the internet went completely mad, and everyone tried to get one, and some people didn't, and some people ended up buying Xbox One X's instead, apparently. But what I want to talk about today, rather than go through all that lot again, is something that's been bugging me about these consoles for some time now. And that's the actual hard drives that are in these things, because we've heard all about the SSDs and how fast they're going to be. But something that I don't think people have talked about quite so much is this. The fact that these drives are going to be relatively small when you factor in that the games this time round are probably going to be bigger yet again. And look, I know that we've already heard that we're going to get different compression techniques and all the rest of it. But the reality is that every generation the games get bigger. And if you think they're going to get smaller, then you're probably living in fantasy world. And I'm ready to be proved wrong, but I would suggest that the games are going to be bigger. And when you factor in that the hard drives are going to be fairly small, it starts to look like a bit of a problem. On the PlayStation 5, we've got 825 gig on both consoles, both the digital and the full fat version with the drive. Disk drive, I should say, the slot drive, whatever you want to call it. And with the S on the Xbox side, it's 512 gig, which is even smaller, and 1 terabyte on the Series X, which is no bigger than what we've seen before. So, they're small. And I know with the S specifically, games should be a little bit smaller than on the other consoles because they're not having the 4K assets, or hopefully they won't, and smart delivery should help with that to some degree. But nevertheless, these are small drives. And then when you move forward from the fact that these are small drives, on the Xbox side, you've got that we're getting a proprietary drive from Seagate, and we've not even heard when they're coming out yet. And then from Sony, we're looking at these kind of things. We're looking at Gen 4 SSDs. And if you look here, these things aren't cheap. Gen 4 SSD, 2 terabyte is $344, or pounds in this case, £359, and so on and so forth. And if we go in and we have a look at what's been said on BGR.com, there was a leak that came out on Reset Era about the Xbox hard drives, the external ones, the plug-in ones that we're going to be getting, these SSDs that you can plug in to, expand the storage, and a 1 terabyte SSD expansion for the Xbox looks like it's going to be $202 or £159. And on the PlayStation side, the only drive that we know that is going to work so far is the Samsung 980 Pro, which comes in at $229 for a 1 terabyte version. So you factor in that on top of the price of the consoles themselves, and if you're looking to get yourself a 2 terabyte console, because you're going to have to add to it, and in PlayStation's case it's not even going to be 2 terabyte because the internal drive's 825 gig, you're looking at another $200 on top, and if you can do the quick maths, you're talking about $700 for the console. So it starts to look very expensive indeed. And these drives aren't even available yet. I'm pretty certain that the Samsung 980 Pro hasn't released yet, although it's due out imminently. And as I say, if you go to the Seagate site, it says stay informed. Let's just get rid of that so you can see it a bit better. It says stay informed, and then you can sign up. If you go here, it's a sign up page. So yeah, none of these drives are currently available. There is a solution of sorts to this lack of space though, and it's these things here. If I can, I'll just go back. There's a listing of them here, and it's USB hard drives. Now, USB hard drives are a lot bigger. You've got 4 terabyte one here, 82 quid. Another one, 4 terabyte, 91 quid. And if we go into the Seagate one, We've got 2 terabyte one, which is 55 quid. So that's a lot cheaper. And the 1 terabyte drive is 42 quid. And you can get, if you're prepared to get one that will plug into the wall, you can get them up to 8 terabytes and 10 terabytes. If you look here, there's a 10 terabyte one, and that's quite a bit more. It's 173, but 10 terabytes is considerably bigger than 1 terabyte. Again, do the simple maths. So these things work out a lot cheaper. And what I suggest you do is you go out and you buy one of these things pretty much straight away. If you're looking to get a PlayStation 5, or you've pre-ordered the PlayStation 5, or you've pre-ordered an Xbox Series X, go and get yourself one of these. And the reason I say that is that if you look on Xbox, all of their games, their backwards compatible games, if you like, from the original Xbox to the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, all those games are going to run on the new Xbox, on the Series X and the Series S. And if you look here, there's a whole load of games we can go through. There's going to be a massive collection of games, and all of these games currently run off of USB. You can actually put the games, you can install the games on USB, or you can transfer them across from your internal hard drive to an external USB drive. And when you get your new Xbox, you can actually unplug that drive and plug it into your new Xbox. And those games are going to work with the new Xbox. Same as far as I'm aware with the PlayStation. If you get a USB drive for the PlayStation, one of these again, if you get a USB drive for the PlayStation, you should be able to transfer your games across now. And I know you can do that. You can put your PlayStation 4 games on an external USB hard drive and play them from there. And once you get your PlayStation 5, you should be able to plug that in and carry on playing the games on your PlayStation 5. Now, a little bit of a caveat with the PlayStation 5, in that with the PlayStation 5, we're not absolutely sure that all the games are going to work, and PlayStation are being all over the place with this. We're hearing that there's some of the games, lots of the games, all of the games, 90% of the games. It gets very confusing. And it's still up in the air as to whether you can just plug a USB drive in and the games will work, but I'm pretty certain they will. With Xbox, it's not even in doubt. They're going to work. Day one, plug it in, off you go. The only issue there, again, is that you're not going to be able to play PlayStation 5 games or Xbox Series X games, because those newer games, they are going to require the speed of the new internal hard drives, or these proprietary, in Microsoft's case, or the Gen 4 SSDs in Sony's case, if you want to expand your storage. But as I say, if we look, they do work out to be a lot cheaper. You can get massive ones, 4 terabyte, even bigger, and you could get all your games onto your machine now, and you'll be good to go. Or you should be in Sony's case. And you can wait, hopefully, for these bloody things, this thing and these, to come down in price. Because frankly, as it stands, you're not going to be buying many of these SSDs or many of the Seagate drives for your Xbox or your PlayStation. So you can wait, save up your money, wait for the drives hopefully to come down in price from these bloody stupid prices, and carry on going for the time being. But anyway, look, I think that's all I've got to say. Get yourself a USB hard drive is what I'm saying. And you should be set up and ready for when the new consoles drop. Anyway, look, that's me done. I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of tea, and I will speak to you guys in the next one. You know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up and all the rest of it. But yeah, I'm gone. Cheers.